show up in Germany. In the meantime, guess what? We're giving away something really cool. Let's see what we got. I love these signs. These are neon signs that you see makes. These are available, not just for the logo of DC, but also for most of the superheroes. Really, really cool, and available in all kinds of different sizes. But let's see who gets this very cool sign. Sir. All right, what do we got? 1473268. Oh no! Oh, there we go! Yeah! All right, guys. This is also something new. We have, for the first time, a comic book publisher attending our event. Very exciting, very, very exciting. This is really a fantastic opportunity for those of you who currently are not in that space. I highly recommend you take a good look, listen, and definitely seek these gentlemen out later and ask questions. I can tell you, you have customers in your shops that read comic books. If you're not selling them, they're getting them. I highly, highly, highly recommend you get into that space. There's a lot of benefits to it, but these gentlemen can speak far better than I about the topic, so I'll pass them on.
I believe that's the one, yes.
Well, thank you for having us. We're excited to be here. I'm Matt Keller, I'm Director of Sales, and Dustin Kitchens is our Sales Manager, and Albert Cheney is our Marketing Manager, so we're excited to be here. Those are our introductions. And so thank you guys for taking the time. Thank you, Angelo and Universal, for having us. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to talk to you. It's funny sitting here listening to all the presentations, how similar but yet different everything is. It's almost like a parallel universe, because everything you're saying about the collectibility, everything is so similar to what we do, but it's just a little bit different. But the key thing is that the consumers are so similar. They're looking for this type of product, and I thank you for wearing a DC shirt. I like that right in the front. So we just think there's such a good opportunity for you guys to carry graphic novels and comic books as part of your store offerings, to have that diversification, and then there's so many people that want games that will also like this. So I'm going to cover some of the stuff that's for the new stores, and then Dustin's going to take you through some sales programs, and then Albert's going to cover some marketing. So the one thing about comics and graphic novels is it can become daunting when there's so many choices. So we're trying to make it really easy. So we've developed a list of DC Essential graphic novels. So these are the graphic novels that everybody loves, that sell day in, day out. They're the evergreen titles that will bring people in. And if you give them, sell them one of these books, they're going to want to come back for more. So what we want to do is make it easy for you. So these are some of the titles: Watchmen, Batman the Killing Joke, Batman Year One, All-Star Superman. These are some of the titles you've probably heard of before. But we want to make sure that that first experience that somebody has, if you're selling that graphic novel, they're going to go, this is great, I want more. And these are those gateway titles. So to make it even easier, we've created a display, a counter display. It fits 28 books. And so you'll get this for free if you order this, some of the 25 essential graphic novels. And we want to make it easy, so this way we can pick this up and the store people can see it and you can merchandise it easily. Also, we want to have that gateway that helps connect the games with the comics. So this is a series called Dark Knights of Steel, where it's basically the DC characters set in a Dungeons and Dragons type fantasy world. We've created with Universal an exclusive version of the comic that features the first 3 issues, and then you can get this for free to give to the consumers. The consumers can get this as that sample, that binge watch the first 3 episodes of the series, and they can like it, they can buy the associated graphic novel.
Can I stop you right there? I just want to make it so that everybody's aware.
Guys, that program is available right now. In fact, I'd like it, if possible, tomorrow at the exhibit hall. If you leave your name with these gentlemen at their booth, we will send you a full display of what you saw there, loaded with those graphic novels. This comic book that is unique, it will be free. And on the comic books, the graphic novels, we will offer you full returnability. So you will put it in your shop. If it sells, fantastic. You can restock, you can treat it, and anything that doesn't sell, you can return back to us. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was clear, and please, if you're interested in that program, speak to these gentlemen, leave your name there, and we will collect that and send you that. Yeah, that was the product.
Sorry about that. Thank you, that was perfect. And this series is terrific, so I think anybody that reads these first 3 issues is going to want to read more. And then also, we have another program called DC Compact Comics. So what we've done is we've taken some of these great titles, shrunk them down, so they're the same size as manga. They're $9.95. It's called DC Compact Comics. All of these books are selling incredibly well. So they've come out just a couple of months ago, and we're amazed at just the sales velocity. So every week we're getting many reorders for these titles. We've got to go back to press already, which is unprecedented. So this is something that's great. So if you have those manga fans or anime fans, the price point is great. It's $9.95. It's that same size. And then also to make it easier, we've created, this is just a list of some of the titles. So, Watchmen, Batman Portavals, All-Star Superman. So these are all great titles that, there's a Joker book that's perfect for time with the film. And then we've created a display for this as well. So you'll get this display for free. So the display fits 36 books in 6 boxes, so it's about 6 books in each. If you buy 60 graphic novels at $9.99 as a retail, then you get the display for free.
Homework writing again.
Oh, I like this.
I just want to add that this is currently available on our website, and the orders for this are closing, I believe, on Tuesday or Wednesday this week. So take a look, make sure you get your orders in as quickly as possible.
And then the header card has 2 sides. So on one side you'll see Watchmen, the other side has Batman, so you can display each one. And then we have the trailer. So if you want to play the trailer, I'm going to turn over to Dustin to talk about the sale.
Is that US pricing?
Yes, it is. Well, I'm a little sad because I don't think Angelo or Rossano is going to interrupt me. I think I'm going to come up here, but
I'll interrupt you. I'll do a second.
All right.
How many people here actually carry DC comics and graphic novels now?
Woo!
Thank you. So thank you for supporting, and we are hoping that we can talk to you guys, later today and tomorrow, so we can get you guys to start carrying comics and graphic novels.
Yeah, it's actually exciting to see how few are carried. That's why we're here. I don't think DC's been to Canada as long as I've been at DC, so I'm happy that we're finally here. We're going to be available for everybody if you want to meet us at the tables or right after this presentation. We're excited to talk to everybody. So these are just some of the sales programs that we're doing. This is sort of the time travel. We're going to start off in the past. So we're doing facsimile editions, and we're doubling down on what we've done in recent years. We're doing about 2 a month, I think, on our slate. So here's just a few examples of what's coming up in Q1. And these are basically iconic issues, iconic covers that are reprinted with the original ads. This replicates the actual experience of these issues when they came out. These have become very, very popular. And then for the collector set, we also offer these in a foil cover, because everyone likes shiny, especially in games. So we've seen really strong sales on all of those foils. Continuing into our facsimiles, these are really impressive. And I don't know how many people remember these limited purchase editions from the 70s, but they're 11 by 14. They were really large books. We are finally reprinting these in the original format, the original size. And I think the most famous one just came out a few weeks ago, the Muhammad Ali versus Superman. That one did very, very well. Still available to order. And like some sort of mad science, we've added foil to these covers as well. And we even have some blank sketch covers in that same size. Continuing the original format tradition, this is offered, I think, for the first time ever. We're actually reprinting the Golden Age sized versions of these books. The Golden Age books were a bit more square. They're a different format. And so we've got Detective Comics 27 coming out on Batman Day this coming weekend. And we're going to be doing Action Comics #1, Batman #1. Nobody in this room was around when these came out, I don't think, to experience them in all their glory. And so now you can offer that same sort of experience. We print these on, I don't want to say less quality paper, but but they have a pulpy feel to them like they did back in the 30s and 40s to really replicate that experience that fans had. But now we're going to jump to the future, which is retailer-exclusive covers. So this isn't a new program, but we've made some changes to it that I think you guys will like. We have lowered our minimum order quantity to 1,000 copies moving forward, and so this allows you to put your store logo on the back. You get to get brand new art. You can do a whole variety of cover enhancements. We've got foil available. We've got glow-in-the-dark, fifth color, spot gloss. Do all kinds of options. And to go along with that, we have our exclusive custom reprint program. So if there's some issue in DC's 90-year history that you wanted to reprint with your store logo, cover of your choosing, that minimum order quantity is 3,000, and that can be split across multiple versions. So you can have brand new art, you can have classic art, you can do a sketch cover. So this is perfect for whatever events your store may have. And again, we have the same cover enhancements available. Here's a look at Q4's cover art theme. So these are essentially variant covers that are all tied together in a theme that are across 6 to 8 different titles. You can see we've got Trick or Treat coming up, and Farm Toys has some toy photo covers that we're doing. And then in 2025, we've got, I'm very excited for our courtside variants. These are basically March Madness basketball style variant covers. And we've seen a lot of success offering these. Retailers talk about how fans come in collectible series, even if they don't necessarily buy individual titles. So these have been great. We're going to continue doing them. And then we've also got April Fools with the Joker, because how can you have April Fools without the Joker? Here's a look at the recent ones by Nicholas Scott. These are her costume series, where she takes a look at the characters and their various looks over their entire histories. These have been really successful for us. And then you've got to look at the Kelly Jones Trick or Treat. He's known for doing the spooky characters, so we had him do our DC characters as if they were kids trick or treating. I really love that Wonder Woman cover. It's really cool. Yeah. And then Chrissy Dillow's coming back for our holiday cover. She was a big success last year doing Halloween. Now she's doing cute, adorable holiday cards. So we should do really well. And lastly, for my section, something I'm really proud of is we're continuing Batman Day. It's something that we've done several years ago when we started, but it started out as sort of a promotional day, get a free book, so fans would come and get a book, which is nice, but really we wanted to engage retailers and fans at the same time. So we started to offer exclusive reprints and exclusive products. You can see we did Batman Home with Fun reprints for this year's Batman Day. And then exclusively at the direct market stores, we have the Long Halloween with a brand new dust jacket and Batman One Bad Day, the Riddler. And those are 2 books that you can only get at comic book stores. You can't get these in the mass market stores. And then there at the bottom, as I mentioned, it's the first time we've reprinted Detective Comics 27 in that larger format. So you get that true experience, you can really see the original version of Batman. So now I'm going to hand it over to Albert, and he's going to show you a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah, there are quite a few slides, but don't worry, we're in the home stretch. We'll be eating, playing games soon. So it's going to be brisk, it's going to be exciting. Let's get right to it. Okay, so I'm going to catch you up on what's going on with DC Publishing right now. We are on the verge of launching our biggest publishing initiative in years. It starts in just a few weeks on October 2nd. It's called DC All In. And basically the goal is to have stories for every type of reader. Everything in October, the vast majority of our publishing slate is going to be an ideal jumping on point, whether you're an existing reader, whether you're a lapsed, because we all know it's easy to get out of these hobbies. We've all probably had times ourselves where we weren't as diligent as, life gets in the way. And also new readers who just think these characters are cool but maybe have never read comics before. And the way we're doing this is all of our existing DC Universe titles will have really good jumping on points, new story arcs, new creators coming in, new series launching starting in November. It's a great place to start. Very fresh, but also building on that history, that legacy that fans have loved for decades now. And we're also introducing something called the Absolute Universe. That's going to be a complete ground-up reinvention of our characters. It's really exciting. It's in a world where they're all a little bit of underdogs. A lot of sort of the comforts that we know, a lot of the key elements that we know about their histories and their origins are stripped away. But you get to see how their core ideals really shine through in interesting and contemporary ways. And it's a little bit of a dangerous place. It's exciting. So here's a cool promo poster by Daniel Samper and Alejandro Sanchez. As you can see, we've got our core characters in their very iconic, recognizable forms here. And then these are the absolute versions of the characters. As you can see, Batman's all big and swole. Wonder Woman's got a cool sleeve tat. And Superman has got, let's be honest, like a very sexy hairdo. So it all starts on October 2nd. This is the all-in special one-shot. It's a big old comic. It's like 54 story pages, which is like 2.5 times a normal comic. It's written by two of our biggest writers, Scott Snyder and Joshua Williamson. Art by Daniel Samper and Wes Craig. And it's a flip book, which means part of it is right side up, part of it's upside down. You can start on either side. One side features our classic heroes, the Justice League. The other one stars Darkseid, one of DC's biggest villains. And he's launching sort of his biggest attack yet on existence. And it goes in some unexpected directions. The story meets in the middle. There's a cool 2-page sequence that has some really big implications on both universes that's drawn by the superstar artist Dan Mora. And it all starts here, so really this is a great place to get on board. If you want to read this comic, just find me, I'll send you the PDF. But this is really where it all starts. It's where the absolute universe is born. Oh, I was clicking the wrong thing. And here's another cool promo poster that we're sending to shops. This is again by Daniel Samper. It features all of our classic heroes in a very cool contemporary look. And we've got another video. Can we hit this? There you go. It all starts in October. And with this video, I kind of, an expanded form and the compact comics video that we saw earlier, we're looking to get those videos in front of as many people as possible. They're going to be in maybe some unexpected places. We'll have more details on that soon. But just like coming here, the whole idea is to reach new readers. And these are the 3 #1 covers of Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, and Absolute Superman. Batman and Wonder Woman are both out in October, Superman is November. There it is, October 9th, Absolute Batman #1. Look at how big he is, come on, that's awesome. Look at that bat emblem. It's big and chunky just like him. It's gotten a lot of attention, people are excited. Scott Snyder, if you don't know, wrote one of the most celebrated legendary runs of Batman in the 2010s. He wrote a story called Court of Owls. It's one of the compact comics that's become very influential with reference in a lot of movies and TV shows and video games. He's been away from DC for a few years. He's coming back, and this is, again, a total ground-up reinvention of Batman. If you've never read any Batman comic before, you will get on with day one with this issue #1. It's got art by Nick Dragotta, who's a very cool comic book artist, a lot of energy, a lot of power to those pages. And also, if you have existing comics fans, they'll be excited by this too, because this is Batman like you've never seen him before, but again, with sort of those central elements. He's a lot rougher, he's a little bit more of a badass, he's more of a warrior, but he's still Batman, he's still the hero that we know. Similar, Absolute Wonder Woman, written by Kelly Thompson, who's one of the most popular and acclaimed comics writers in recent years, art by a rising star named Hayden Shorten. And the biggest conceit of this one is while Diana was born in Themyscira, as we know, she actually was raised in hell. So again, a little bit more badass version, a little bit more dangerous. And they're underdogs, they don't have everything that, they've relied upon to make them the heroes they are. Then November, we've got Absolute Superman, written by Jason Aaron, who is one of the most prolific writers in comics. Art by Rafa Sandoval, who's drawn a lot of great stuff for us. And this is a Kal-El of Clark Kent, who came from Krypton, but he didn't have that comfortable life on the farm. He grew up a little bit on the run, and he's something of an outlaw Man of Steel. And again, very sexy hair. So this is just a quick look at our core DC Universe comics. These are our continuing series. Starting in October, They're going to have unifying covers for 1 month. Give some visual identity to the line. As you can tell, it's got this cool stark white background with the Heroes logo and very cool iconic shots of our characters. This will continue throughout the fall as more series join our All-In initiative. And then in November, just in time for American Thanksgiving, late for Canadian Thanksgiving, Justice League Unlimited. This is our first Justice League series in a few years, and it's by Mark Waid and Dan Mora, who just did a very popular event series for us called Absolute Power that ends in a couple weeks. It was a huge seller, very popular with their fans. And they're bringing back the Justice League for the first time in a little bit, and as the title implies, they're expanding it to all sorts of heroes. So we've got the icons, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, The Flash there, but you see also Black Lightning, Star Sapphire, Captain Atom, so definitely gonna have something for everybody, gonna have a huge impact on a lot of our comics. So this is cool. So, we love doing promotional items. We love giving people a reason to come to the shops. Not just once a month, not just every so often, but every week. Because we release, 10 to 15 new comics every week. The velocity is a lot. We want to reward those fans for showing up. We want to encourage fans to show up. So starting in the first week of October, October 2nd, fans will be able to pick up these cards. You can ask us for more details on how to get involved, but they're going to be Justice League membership cards, 5 in total, starting to the first week in November. And the cool thing about these is that this design is actually the official design of the new Justice League membership cards, and in that DC All-In special comic that's out in a few weeks, they're literally in the comic. They look exactly like what a fan will get. So this is not like a janky, kind of like giveaway toss, version. This is actually directly from the comics, which is super cool. So we've got Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and in the back there's going to be a QR code to lead you some previews, behind the scenes content. And then there's a blank one where fans can put in their own name, put in their own pictures, and believe it or not, even this blank one figures into the plot of the comic. And again, if you want to read it, just let us know. And then we've got an infected, corrupted Darkseid one, which also plays into the plot of the comic. So that's really cool. And it just looks like he's looking right back at you, staring at your soul, ready to deploy those Omega beams. So more promotional items. We send promo posters out all the time to stores. This one is for our upcoming young adult book, This Land is Our Land, a Blue Beetle story. Obviously displays Matt talked about. Bookmarks, we've got acetate posters for Light and Frame. Again, find us if you want more details. And we do these really cool cross promotions with our multimedia properties to let people know to go find the source material at comic shops or game shops, wherever. That right there is an end card that branded the trailer for the My Adventures with Superman Season 2 trailer, a really popular Adult Swim series. Shows some Superman comics that fans might enjoy. And then for our Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3 trailer, again, an end card for a lot of similar books that fans of the animation, fans of the movies, TV shows, whatever, lead them directly to comics, lead them directly to your stores. Retailer communication, I think we try to be very communicative, very transparent. If you have any questions, let us know. We send out retailer emails at least once a week, often more. We do cool stuff, like we had Scott Snyder right there, right where I was talking about his Absolute Batman. Film a video, walk through every page of the book, give his insight directly to retailers, tell them why these decisions were made, his perspective on the new take of this character. We regularly do Zoom sessions with our talent for retailers to ask questions and hear from them directly. We have a monthly catalog called DC Connect, which contains all of our product, and there is a lot of product to sort through, and those comic stores can qualify for free copies of those and also order more if they need them. And again, reaching comics fans, I think it really fits into 3 categories. There's our core fans who are already coming to the shops. We want to make sure we keep them energized. We want to make sure we keep them coming to shops. Casual fans, like I talked about, there's a lot of people who love these characters, but they don't necessarily know where to start in terms of actual comics, and we have all sorts of efforts to try and reach them. That's a shot from San Diego Comic-Con there, where the booth was very packed this July. And then lapsed fans is an important demographic for us, because, especially, I think in the last few years, a lot of people might have gotten out of the rhythm of going into the shops regularly, so we want to make sure that we're keeping those people invested and reaching out to them. So we do that through social media, and one of the cool things we did recently was for one of our young adult books, Sparta. We worked with some book influencers on TikTok and sending them some cool custom kits with merch to get people who may not normally talk about comics, but like these characters who like this type of genre. Again, get them in front of new audiences. We do stuff like on social media when we announce All In. We had the 2 writers do a cool video that we did premiere on YouTube, letting fans know it's at the same time as the whole world, kind of a simultaneous announcement debut. And then, of course, retailer outreach. We're always looking for new ways to work with retailers. We're always happy to talk. We periodically do Zoom calls with retailers where we have cycle through some big groups. And we will be here tonight, hopefully demoing some games, but also talking to you. Let us know if you need anything. And we will be around all day tomorrow. And we really want to talk to as many stores as possible. If you have any questions about carrying our comics, about comics in general, if you want to expand a little further, whatever you want, we are very excited to do that. That's it. Thank you again.